What is going on, guys? We are here. We're going to be doing another movie review today. We're finally going to be talking about Pacific Rim Uprising. Now, the movie's been out for a little bit, and I do apologize if it's a little late of a review. I finally was able to watch it, and I'm going to give you guys my sincere thoughts and my thoughts on the movie, to rate it, and if you guys should go see it. Now, honestly, I'm going to go ahead and say if you guys are a fan of this movie, go ahead and do check out the movie, as well as also let me know your thoughts if you did go see the movie. What was your thoughts, as well as what would you rate it? And let me know what you guys think about this. So let's go ahead and get started. Guys, it takes place 10 years after the war of the first movie. We have John Boyega's character. He plays as Jake. He is pretty much doing whatever he can to survive. Since his dad was a war hero, he pretty much just does whatever he wants. And the whole entire world is using pretty much everything to survive. They're selling used kaiju parts. They're selling used Jaeger parts. They're pretty much doing whatever. And every time when Jake gets in trouble, he always asks his Monaco for help. And this next time, when she does try to ask for help, she can't do it because they need him to train new Rangers for a possible threat in the future. So he gets dragged into this, and we have where he is also teamed up with another character named Lambert, and then we also get to meet, of course, Newton's character along with Lin Wen Shao. I apologize if I'm butchering that name. Where they are making upgrade Jaegers. They are basically combining kaiju parts with Jaegers, and that does not go as well as they all think because the military has been pretty much prepared for another kaiju attack. They have better weaponry. They have more Jaegers. They have like 15 Jaegers or more, and there hasn't been a breach in over 10 years. And John Boyega's character meets another character. She's living on the streets, and she becomes a ranger as well. And throughout the entire story, they're basically training for the unprecedented what may happen. And then we have a rogue Jaeger that comes and starts issues, and they're trying to figure out like how's this happening. And Monaco was not really in the movie that much. She didn't have a whole lot of character development like I'd hoped she had. She got killed off very early when John Boyega's character was going up against the Rogue Jaeger, and she was killed in action. And so that helped. That really messed him up because she was like a sister to him, and now he pretty much the only family he has is the military, his rangers, as well as his partner for his own Jaeger. And throughout the entire film, we're all thinking like, okay, how are these Jaegers being controlled? And come to find out, it is Newton. He is being controlled by the precursors. He has been linking up with the precursors somehow with a brain with a kaiju, and ever since he started that, he's been connected to them, and they have been controlling him to basically create hybrids of kaiju mixed with Jaegers that will open up a breach. And he does do that. He basically releases all the Jaegers, and they try to open up a breach. They open up like 3 breaches all around the world, and as soon as that happens, between his ex-partner, they basically find out that he is up to this, because we find out with Galabid, he basically finds out what's happening, and he tries to stop it. But when that happens, it looks like it's too late, and there's just chaos all around the world, and they basically shut down all the Jaegers and they destroy them. But it's too late because there's already 3 kaiju that has been released, and most of the Jaegers have been messed up or destroyed, so they have to customize them and use the Rangers to pilot them. So between John Boyega's character along with the Rangers, they have to go up against 3 massive kaiju's that somehow turn into one massive kaiju, and that is going to Mount Fuji. Now, the reason why Mount Fuji was so important in this movie was because it was shown, because it was thinking like, okay, maybe we're in the way. What was their actual goal other than just trying to eliminate humanity? Like, were we doing something to stall them? And they were basically trying to go to Mount Fuji and activate it because it would create a gas all around the world and kill all of humanity, basically sterilize them for the precursors to go into Earth. And that was what they figured out, and they had to stop it. And this kaiju, this massive ass kaiju, beat the shit out of all these Jaegers. And we see throughout the film where we see basically all the Jaegers that were ready for this were not ready because they were pretty much custom made to go into this fight, and it was like that was the best part of the movie. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, that was the best part of the movie was this fight scene. Other than that, I was actually bored throughout most of this movie, and that I was really disappointed on. And Charlie Day's character, it was absolutely hilarious to see him as a bad guy. He pretty much turned into like Ron Perlman's character in this movie. He really was selling and just becoming a businessman, and then he was also doing the precursors bidding, and they were talking through him. And at the end of the movie, where all the Jaegers are destroyed, John Boyega's character and his partner are down, and we have the other character where she tries to mention that she is the only one left to really go up against and be able to handle it. And when that happens, they go in for a final blow to use a missile to finally take down the last kaiju. And they finally do stop it. And when that finally happens, we do see where they just go out and they destroy everything and they finally stop it. But then Charlie Day's character, he does get arrested, and he's like saying, "You really think this is going to help? Do you really think this is going to stop the war?" And basically, John Boyega's character comes in and he says, "I guess you're linked to the cursors." And he just says, "Well, you think that's really going to make it? We're just going to keep coming." He says, "Yeah, we can give them a message. We're coming for them this time." So obviously, it was left on a cliffhanger. So we can probably expect a third movie where humanity and the Jaegers are going to be going after the kaiju in their world, on their turf. So, but other than that, it was a decent film. I was a little disappointed with how it was shown with the kaiju mixed with the Jaegers. That I think was kind of ridiculous, and they were trying too hard a little bit with that, as well as just some of the characters. It wasn't. Again, I give this movie 1 out of 10. I give it maybe a 5 or maybe a 4.5. I was really disappointed with this movie. I thought it was going to be a lot better. I thought there was going to be more kaiju in this. It wasn't a whole lot of kaiju. It almost felt like I was watching Transformers for a second because they were wanting to mix machine with monster, and that was not like, I mean, it was a good idea for future reference, but if the enemy's trying to control your new machines, then that's also a good move for them. But at the same time, I was not really impressed at all. I mean, honestly, I mean, John Boyega's character did a bang up job. He did an amazing job portraying this character. I'll give him full hats off. He did a great job with this. But at the same time, I do believe that there was issues with this movie that needs to be addressed. I hope they do better with the third one. If they do better with the third one, if they don't, then that's going to be on them, on the writers as well as the producers. But you can only do so much with this movie. But I'm hoping in the third film they're finally going to come back strong and they're not going to give us a shitty movie. Because honestly, this was not the best movie. I thought it was going to be really good, but there was so many issues with this movie that I cannot even explain, between story as well as characters, that honestly didn't need to be there, as well as also with the hybrids with the Jaegers. I thought was absolutely ridiculous. It was not enough kaiju. They weren't giving more information about the kaiju origin or where they came from. They only just gave a little more of information that they did figure out that they were more prepared for kaiju attacks, as well as also they finally figured out they were wanting to go to Mount Fuji so they could sterilize the entire planet and get rid of humanity. So, guys, that is my full review of Pacific Uprising. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys did or did not, please let me know in the comments down below. What did you think about the movie? Do you agree or disagree with me? Did you enjoy it? Did you not enjoy it? Do you think it was a waste of time? Do you think that there was things that they should have done with the movie, characters they should have put in the movie or they should not put in the movie? Or what do you think about it? Let me know your thoughts about that in the comments down below. Again, hope you guys are enjoying your day, your night, wherever you may be located, and I'll be seeing you on the next video. Take care.